He was my Jack Bauer. I mean, he was my eyes and ears. I'd use all of his scouting reports and all of his information. It was a huge help for me.
First play of the game, back down Brunson, fake spin over that right shoulder, one-legged fadeaway over the left shoulder. Let's take a look at it. Brunson only shoots 45% in the post, but he's very effective at creating space. His footwork's been well documented, no doubt about it. Uses his body really well to clear space. But here, watch how that fake spin impacts the defender. As he's thinking he's going to go middle, that defender reacts to it, opens up that left shoulder, fadeaway jump shot. Next clip, Brunson gets him the same thing. Back down middle, fake spin, opens up that left shoulder, fadeaway jump shot. I mean, it's the same type of post, using the body, just impacting the defender with that fake spin. That defender's going to follow your moving foot without question because they're just going to overplay it. As he backs him down, uses his body really well, protects that ball, changes his direction, and then just keeps bumping. Then he's thinking he's going to spin over that right shoulder to finish or shoot a floater. But now he fake spins, the defender goes for it, opens up that left shoulder, fadeaway jump shot, one leg. All right, here we have Brunson in transition. He can use his body, bump, finish in the paint. Let's take a look at it. Now, Brunson's only a 55% finisher at the rim, which is decent as far as point production. But as far as efficiency is concerned, the higher guards in the league shoot 65 to 70%. Guys like Kyrie, Luka, they shoot a really high percentage at the rim. Brunson does a really good job with just creating space with his body. He's not overly tall, not overly athletic, but uses his body really well. Here on the transition, he gets his defender going with a little Euro, but even with the Euro, watch that right shoulder into that defender and just clear space. I feel as though, I don't care what level you play at, what level you're teaching at, you have to teach your players how to initiate contact, clear space, without doing it blatantly where it's going to be consistent offensive fouls. But Jalen does a great job here, just clearing space, protecting the ball, keeping that ball on his left side of his body as he impacts the defender on his right and is able to finish. Using the glass, great finish. Next clip, mid-pick and roll. It's going to drive Turner, floater in the paint. Now, Brunson's got one of the best floaters in the league, shooting 55%. He's a high-volume floater shooter, just a great finisher with that move in the paint. But now he does a great job setting his man up off the pick and roll. All right, McConnell gets taken out by the Robinson screen. Now it's one-on-one with Turner. Turner's on his heels, backing up. Brunson knows that, just plants the 1-2 step. All right, left, right, floater with the strong hand. But again, setting your defender up, attacking the big and pick and roll. As he backs up, either a pull-up jump shot or a floater. Floater will probably take less time to do, and it's more of a fluent shot rather than just a paint pull-up. Great job. Again, 55% high-end floater shooter, but just be able to create space by setting his defender up and then reading the big in the coverage. Here's a simple play, just off the pick and roll. All right, attacks to help, and then finishes on the right side. What he does really well here is he takes off pretty deep out. He doesn't go inside the paint in this area next to the charge circle. He takes off right inside the pro lane, all right, quick enough where the help defender can't get to the shot. A lot of times guards like to over-penetrate in that help defender, which you're going to have to read here. You can get to the shot. But here he takes off a little further out. Turner's a very good rim protector, but now it's just too quick for Turner to make a play in the ball. If Turner rotated up and Siakam had to stay connected to one of his men here, he would have a lob to Hartenstein. So great job with the drive, real just simple drive, finish high off the glass. Again, 55% finisher, but makes great reads. All right, let's take a look at Brunson now off the ball. All right, makes a drive, nowhere to go. They double off of it. He passes and then just takes his time, relocates out. All right, catches the ball, jabs his defender, shoots a three. 40% three-point shooter, very effective from deep. But when you don't have anything on a drive, don't force it. Don't force a tough shot, especially with that second defender coming into play. All right, Turner reacts. All right, they stop him. All right, he doesn't over-dribble and try to force up a shot. He passes the ball out. All right, just takes his time, spaces after the screen, spaces out. Now watch. All right, his left foot, he's a left-handed player. He's going to play a lot off his left foot. Off the jab, he keeps that ball on the right hip to protect it from the defender, clears that space enough to get that shot off. But again, I love the fact that didn't have anything, passed it out, took his time, sprinted out, caught it, jabbed, protected the ball, shot the three. It's a great way, it's a great read and something to study if you don't have a shot and be able to not only just sit there dribbling and trying to get an angle, but passing the ball out, spacing, and then creating from the perimeter. All right, next clip. Pick and pop, isolation up top. He's going to jab left, drive right, pull up jump shot at that right elbow on a step back. All right, let's take a look. Besides the travel, you got to watch the foot here. All right, he's going to jab left and drive. Jab with that left foot. Watch that right foot, sort of skip a little bit. So you got to keep that right foot down. But sets that defender up by jabbing left, gets that defender leaning, and then drives. Now the defender's going to be on his heels, steps back off that left foot, going right, step back jump shot. As a point guard, you got to have that isolation type, moves to be able to create space. Even if you're a pass first point guard, you got to be able to create when your number's called. Now, Brunson's not a pass first point. He's more of a scorer, obviously. But great job being able to create space off jabs, uses his footwork, and then uses his body to clear space. All right, next clip. Brunson on the right wing. He's going to drive it to the basket. Help's going to come over. He's going to drop it down to Josh Hart for the finish. Doesn't seem like much of a play. I get it. But again, reading the defense. He has to drive on Siakam. Okay, getting Siakam to move. All right, on a little step back, getting Siakam going, away from the basket. And now he's going to drive him, get him on his hip. The help's going to come early. Now, if that help doesn't come, he's going to try to finish and make a play. Now, as the help comes over, all right, Halliburton's going to drop down a little bit. He's going to get the next pass. As that drive happens, nobody gets in front of Josh Hart. 2 on the ball, makes a play. Now, if Halliburton comes over early, he's got to play to OG on the perimeter, on the drive. But since there's no rotate down and drop down by Halliburton, Brunson's able to drive and kick it down to Hart for the finish. All right, isolation from Brunson, 400 dribbles to get it off. But again, getting that paint, using his footwork, and that fadeaway over that left shoulder. But watch his feet. Forget about the dribbles. Dribbles are what they are. All right, changing speeds, changing direction. All right, he gets to that left. Now he plants. Watch that plant now. He plants his left foot, right foot. That defender has to go back on that. All right, so now that left foot is going to be his pivot. He turns, shoots off that right leg, and able to create space. But again, doing it legally. All right, drives it. All right, plants. Left, right. All right, so now that right foot comes around, left foot's planted, that defender's back, and he's able to create off that fadeaway jump shot. All right, Brunson pop out. Going to go side pick and roll. They're going to put 2 on the ball, lob to Robinson, finish. Let's take a look at it. Anytime you're a guard, you got 2 on the ball, you got to make a play to somebody else. Now, usually in pick and roll coverage, real simple. Everybody's connected here to shooters. All right, on the screen and roll, they're going to put 2 on the ball. Usually the rotation will come out of Siakam to bump the roller, and then they're going to have the shooter pulling up out of the corner or stay in space in the corner. Here they're going to stay Siakam stays connected to DiVincenzo, and as the roll happens, all right, Turner's going to try to use his high hands to try to protect from that lob, but Brunson makes the great read here. He drives it, sees it, lob, finish to Robinson. Last clip, you get a back down from Brunson. They're going to try to double over. He hits DiVincenzo, 3-point shot. Anytime you get 2 on the ball, you got to be able to make a play to somebody else. This is a real simple play, but effective. Being able to pass right off that dribble as they bring the double over. Doesn't even change stride. All right, left hand, double comes, shot. Now, if they over-rotate, you got to pass in the corner to Hart. But again, long rotations forces that open shot by DiVincenzo.